Kevin, congratulations. 3-0 victory to start 2024. How do you feel after that?
Yeah, delighted obviously. I think the games we'd lost that were very tight and we played well in. I think the worry is always that your confidence is drained slightly when you don't win games when you play well. So the perfect response if you want to win and win comfortably in the end.
Given that perfect start by Henry Sander so early on.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and it's a good ball into a good area by Ralphie, and Henry's timed his run well, and it's a good finish. So, yeah, perfect start in terms of what we needed to happen today, and it give us something to hold on to and look to build from.
You had to work hard though after that, didn't you? Halifax had a lot of possession.
Yeah, I don't know what the stats will be, but your team's going to have a bit of the ball. I think we had a lot of it as well. So they're a threat, they're a good side, and they caused us one or two problems, and without opening us up and creating anything clear cut, but they were a danger. And I think their away form tells you that they don't concede many goals at all away from home, and so it's pleasing for us to eventually go on and get the goals and a clean sheet especially.
A lot's been talked about going out to get strikers, but your wing back, Gus Scott Morris, do you need a striker now? Two late on there to give the points to Southend.
Yeah, exactly, and I think there was a chance that they cleared off the line and then they have a free kick on the edge of our box, and it's one of them you think, oh no. So it's important that we got that second one and obviously top it off. Gus gets in the box ever so well, and he's timed it into two good finishes actually. So no, really pleased in terms of that, and as a whole team performance everyone contributed.
But that just underscores though his work rate, doesn't it, Gus Scott Morris? He just keeps going and going and going, always wanting to get involved.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's a top player and a top professional, and he deserved the goals. I was going to take him off, but I wanted him to try and get a hat-trick. But yeah, he keeps going, and that's all of them, to be fair to him. And a lot of talk about panicking over not getting strikers in and worry and do this and do that. Calm down. We know what we're trying to do. Some of it's out of our hands, but we think we've got a good base to take this on further, and that's a credit to the players.
And how pleasing to get the points after what happened over Christmas. Despite the performances, there were no points. Just to get up and running once again. Yeah,
no, absolutely. I think that's the most important thing, was to win the game first and foremost, and then to get a performance that you might argue we played better in a couple of them games, but come out the wrong side of the result. And I think especially against a team that's so well drilled and so difficult to break down, and whose form's good, and so to come away with 3 goals and a clean sheet is a really, really good result.
And just quickly to look at a couple of players. Started with James Morton today. How do you think he did from his first start for Southend?
Yeah, ever so well. You can see the quality he's got on the ball, and he keeps things simple, but he plays on the half turn. His head's always on a swivel, and he'll get better the more he plays for us. And I think it's an area of the pitch that we're strong in now. Obviously, Ollie Coker wasn't available today, but having Cav come on as well was a massive lift for everyone. I was
going to ask you about Cav Miley coming on. That must be so pleasing. He's had to weather so much for so long.
No, absolutely. He was our player of the year last year, and he's an unbelievable professional and a brilliant footballer as well. So to have him come on there and steady things, and he's so good in picking the ball up, and he takes it into space, and his regains and his experience as well now. So that was brilliant to have him on the pitch and get him more minutes and hopefully build him up, because he's been a big loss.
And this stands you in good stead, doesn't it, going into this busy month?
Yeah, it does, yeah. Listen, we think there's more to come from this team, even though there's we're short of players, we need one or two, we know that, but we've got to manage all the noise around the place sometimes as well, and not to panic when things don't go away, because I think we know what we're doing and what we're trying to do, and credit to the players and everyone that put that shift in today to get a result. And
presumably that hard work off the pitch, trying to get new players in, new personnel into the door, continues over this next 7 days.
Yeah, absolutely. It's ongoing, and we're trying. As I say, some things are out of our hands, and everything we can do as a football club we have done, but sometimes it's don't lose focus on what we got as well, and I think that's important.